Hey, this is JD from Podcast Under the Influence. I'm coming at you with my NFL predictions. I'm going to do each individual division, then I'll probably do my playoff picks. I'm going to start with probably the one that's going to be the best division in football will be the AFC East. Okay, and that's the Dolphins, the Patriots, the Jets, and the Buffalo Bills. Um, I foresee the Patriots still winning that division. Now, every team has gotten a little bit better. Okay, I'll start with Miami. Miami got a little better on defense with Dominican Sue. They weren't bad last year on defense, so they're going to be a little bit better. Their offense, I have no faith in Ryan Tannehill. He didn't do bad last year, but he's not great yet. Okay. They added some weapons. They got rid of Mike Wallace. They got Greg Jennings. They signed, I think it's Kenny Stills. They got Jordan Cameron. So they're a little bit better, but I don't think they have a running game. And so that's pretty much them. And I gotta say, coaching isn't very good there either. They've had a lot of controversy. They had the Richard Incognito controversy, and coaching is going to be an issue with them. I still don't believe in their coaching staff. So I'm going to go ahead to Buffalo. Buffalo is a very decent football team. They got a good defensive coordinator. That's their head coach now, and Rex Ryan. He's a very good defensive coordinator. Their defense was really good last year, and he's just going to make them a lot better. They're just going to get a lot better. So their defense, I think, will be sound. It's their offense I have issues with. E.J. Manuel's not a good quarterback. I can't even think of their backup. Their backup is not a good quarterback either. Yes, they have two decent receivers in Percy Harvin and Sammy Watkins. Yes, they have LaShawn McCoy, but all these guys are burners. They're speed guys. In Buffalo, you're gonna have snow. You're gonna have snow half your games. You can't be a burner and be effective in the snow, and you got to plant and cut and do things. Okay, I don't see that happening. Plus, you got to have a quarterback to get you the football. And their offense has not been very well the last last 5 or 6 years. So that's my point with that team. And then when you go to the Jets, Jets are the Jets. They still they're gonna have good defense. They loaded up on defense. They drafted that really good kid out of, I can't think of his name right now. I don't want to say like Williams or McWilliams out of USC, but I don't think they're going to be that good a football team. Their offense still has a lot of question marks. They finally got a receiver in Brandon Marshall. Eric Decker will be a better number 2. They still have Jay Samaro, which I'm waiting for him to flourish because he did really well at Texas Tech, and he just didn't have a good year last year. And I like Geno Smith, but I don't know if he's going to be a good quarterback. Now, they do have Bryce Petty. I think he'll be a future quarterback for them. But, I mean, and the coach they got's pretty good, too. He was the defensive coordinator for the Arizona last year, and they were very, very formidable considering they didn't have a quarterback at all. So, with that being said, the team I think will win will be the Patriots. The Patriots have by far the best coach, all-around coach. When it comes to defense, offense, that combination makes them a better team. They have, for the most part, their entire offense is still intact. And they had one of the best offenses, if not the best offense in football. They still have Gronkowski. They still have LeGarrette Blount. Jonas Gray will probably have a bigger role this year. And he played one game last year, and he had he had 3 touchdowns, I think, and 200 rushing yards. I think they lost Shane Vereen and Ridley, but those guys are role players. They're not. They still have Edelman. They still have Brandon LaFell. Okay, they're gonna be a very good football team. And their defense, they lost some big players, but that defense has always still been pretty good, just having a good defensive coordinator. So I don't see them losing Revis and Brandon Browner that big a deal. And Vince Wolf, they'll find a way to get it done. They always do. And you got to compare. Here's the difference. All the other defenses in this division have to play Tom Brady. And Tom Brady is the best quarterback in the league. It's him and Aaron Rodgers, and then probably Peyton Manning. I think it's further down the list now. He's just too old. And I think number 3 on that list would probably be Andrew Luck. And then number 4, take your pick. Maybe Peyton or Drew Brees. Those are your top 5. And Tom Brady's 1 or 2. very easily 1 or 2. So all those defense have to face him. They have to face a good running game, a good offensive line. All those receivers have to contain Gronk, which no one can do. And you got to compare also that Tom Brady has to face everyone else, meaning he has to face the Miami offense, who doesn't have a running game. They have to face Buffalo, who could be one-dimensional, and definitely one-dimensional if they don't have a quarterback. And the Jets, who they've not been able to right the ship for the last 5 years. So you got to factor all those things in. That, yes, Patriots defense is probably not as good as two of the other defenses in the division. I think they're right even with Miami. But they don't have to face a Tom Brady. They don't have to face Gronkowski. They don't have to face a solid running game. Their balance is going to help them in beating the defenses that they're going to play. And the fact that they have the best coach in the NFL, you can say what you want about him, but he's still a very good football coach. I just don't see it happen. I don't see them pulling it out and being any other team beating that team enough to win the division. Maybe Buffalo or Jets, one of those teams will make the playoffs. I would probably lean more towards the Jets because they have I think they're better coached. A coach that's going to find balance. Rex just wants to load up the defense and then hope the offense doesn't turn the ball over. That's his strategy. You know what? It works, but it's not going to work. It's never won him a Super Bowl. That's my point. So, there could potentially be three teams out of this division to make the playoffs. Potentially, we'll see how the season goes. I think Miami is going to go like 8-8. You're going to have the Patriots go. I think they'll go 12-4, 13-3. The Buffalo and the Jets will go either 10-6 or 9-7. Or one of them will get lucky and might hit 11-5. But that's my prediction for that division. That division is still the best. That is the best division in football this year. Last year it was the AFC North. This year is by far them. Okay, so that's my prediction. My next prediction, I'm probably going to jump right into it right after this, but I will make a prediction on the AFC North. That's probably my next video. Okay, see ya.